Hi, welcome to Fortnite Power Videos. This is DC here. This is a new video series on AT88SC1608 secure memory card, and this is a product from a company called Microchip. So what we are going to discuss in this video series is you're going to understand the memory organization of 1608. You're going to see how to read and write, how to do password verification, and how to personalize, and how to do the authentication. I'll be using two readers from a company called ACS, that is ACR38U and ACR1281U. So this card is very similar to AT88SC153, except there is more space and there is no byte locking. So I have made so many videos on AT88SC153, and I would advise you to look at my playlist on AT88SC153. So as always, you have to have a copy of the documentation, and this is the data sheet of AT8SC1608, and this is the API documentation, or the documentation we get for ACR38U, and this one is also a comparison. If you want to know the difference between 153 and 1608, you can also have this as a handy. So this is the memory mapping of 1608. If you compare this with 153, you can see that all these sections are bigger in 1608. Say for example, take this user 0. If you go to a similar section in 153 document, so this is the user 0. Here you got 64 bytes, whereas here you got 256 bytes. A huge memory here. And in 153 there are 3 user zones, whereas in 1608 you got 8 user zones. So it's a huge user memory is available in 1608. So because the user memory is very huge, obviously the remaining sections will also be of different size. If you compare the fabrication, so most of these the other section like a configuration zone are very similar, except few extra bytes. Now I have made in my 153 videos I've explained everything, every section of this configuration zone in detail. Please see that videos. The only thing which is not available is in 1608 is the locking. So let's to make this video complete and just go through this thing. We have fabrication zone, we have got answer to reset, and we have seen all these sections. And here you got the access rights. So because there are 8 user zones, you will have 8 access rights sections here. And you got the access rights, the authentication counter, which is very similar to 153. The identification number, you got cryptogram, and this is also 8 bytes, as you can see there. And the secret seed. Now probably there is a small difference in the cryptogram here. If you look at the cryptogram in 153, the cryptogram is 7 bytes. You got the first byte taken away by the ACC. However, if you see the way the authentication is done, it's still that the authentication still uses 8 byte. It uses exactly the same format. You still have to send the ACC followed by the 7 bytes of the cryptogram. So that also more or less matches with the structure here. So the secret code, so we had 153, and you got the test memory. In 153 we had only 2 bytes, whereas here you got this entire 8 bytes to play with, and you got 8 write passwords and 8 read passwords. So whereas in 153 we had only 2 write password and 2 read password. So again there's a lot of flexibility here, so you can do the mix and match. So basically you can have you can have more control over the access rights of the various zones. And everything after that is more or less the same as 153. So we have got the fuses, you got 3 fuses. So this access rights table is exactly the same as 153, and there's a small difference in the access right register. In 153, if you look at that section of the document, so here, so only thing that is missing is the WLM. We know in 153 this bit controls whether the first byte of user memory can be used as a lockable or locking bits, which is not present in 1608. You got everything is the same. You got WPE, the RPE, the ATE, and the 3 bits for password, because we have got 8 passwords, you need 3 bits, followed by this. And also there's a small difference in the way the write password enable works, which is explained here, which I will be showing you how this thing works, when I start using with the reader writer and the card. So everything after this is more or less the same. And going back to the AT88U reader writer, there is a separate section that explains how to use the SC168. You got the select card type. The difference here is the card type number, which is 04. You have a separate read memory card. This is a command. So here again, because there is more user memory, you need more bits for addressing. So the structure is different here. So I'll be using this command here as well. So more or less, using 1608, using any reader writer that's specifically designed for 1608 will be much easier. So we got a write memory card command, which has this following structure, and we got a verify password, and we got initialize authentication and the verify authentication. Now we have seen in the last video, when in the video on 153, so we cannot do the authentication. It's because of the requirement of a hardware from the microchip. But however, the 38U reader writer has got commands that can be used to authenticate. So the only thing that is missing here is how to generate those random numbers that are used to derive these numbers from Q0 to Q7. So I think we are with this information, okay, we are ready with the demonstration on 1608. So this was a very short video, and thanks for watching.